Hello and welcome, everyone, to this rather dreary Monday morning. We're going to start you off with something kind of cute, something we don't see very often, something funny. All right, they rescued the kitty cat. How is everyone doing today? So well, we have very little good news today, but we have some rather prickly things happening. We're going to start off with World Health Organization changing their recommendations once again. We have Jewish communities being targeted by Cuomo again. Now, this will go on to. I will give some criticism to Heshi here on this one. He shouldn't have done what he did, but I also agree that he is being. All right. Yes, I know, JC. Running a little behind. I wanted to make sure I had to vet one of the. I had to vet specifically this story about the Jewish. I had to look at a few other things. Something about it didn't seem right, and I have some comments on it. Um, Literally, if you look at the very next thing, Biden wants Andrew Cuomo to be his attorney general. Ooh, and we'll get to a comparison between this and this. Oh, it's quite terrible and disturbing. This has been in the news a lot. Um, the Lee Klintner, 49, was shot in the face during a rally by a leftist. Again, another Trump supporter shot in the face, point blank range, not having a firearm, not actually. Yeah. Anyway, we'll get to it when we get to it. Um, this is kind of ridiculous. Cleopatra here. People are outraged that Gabbett is being cast as Cleopatra, saying because she's not black. Well, Cleopatra wasn't black. Neither were most of the uh, Egyptians. They, in fact, are of the same descent as her, to be exact. They are of Middle Eastern descent. That's what they were. And no, they were not black people. They were this Cleopatra herself was Greek. She was um, a arranged marriage, and our good news will be Mars, so very pretty, will be nice and bright, and I'll get a little more into that. So let's start off with the World Health Organization. Thank you. Yes, the Egyptians enslaved most. They they're one of the founders of slavery. Not the founder. It was around in all cultures, but yes, they did enjoy their African American or at this point African slaves. All right, so the World Health Organization announces Sunday that it no longer recommends economic lockdowns to fight the novel coronavirus, effectively revisiting or revising its position. Back in July, apparently this happened a long ass time ago. Why we're just now hearing about it is beyond me. That is truly irritating. After the first wave of the coronavirus infection tapered off, the World Health Organization, because I don't like to say the WHO, it sounds weird, and this does not need to be associated with a band of any renown, warned that countries may have to return to full lockdown later in the summer in order to avoid or stall the second wave of the coronavirus. At the time, CBS News reported the World Health Organization was also cautioning countries to release lockdown measures slowly and only when data clearly shows the decline in confirmed cases. Now, the World Health Organization countries facing feared second wave to stop using lockdowns as primary control method. This was back in June, people, or July. We're still doing this. We're still in the lockdown. Now, Tennessee, not so much, but most, like, New York is in severe lockdown, which we will get to this in here in a little bit. But the Democrats keep pushing the lockdown, and the World Health Organization is like, no, don't do that. You know, now don't get me wrong, I have my qualms about the World Health Organization in and of itself, because they are a for-profit institution, and they dictate how countries work as far as their, you know, as long their policies and things like that towards diseases and things like that. Like, oh well, maybe you shouldn't take this medicine, but we have big hands in this one. You go ahead and take this medicine over here. It's twice as expensive, does the exact same as this medication, but we don't own the patent on that one, so we're going to go ahead and use this one over here, and this is one we recommend to you. Correct. JC, my New York statement was more or less about the city itself. Sorry, I should have been more specific. You're right. Upstate New York has released itself a little bit more. I'm sure they still have mask requirements and things like that, but well, you would let me know if you guys still have mask requirements and things like that. But yeah, and Cuomo is a terrible human being. I don't care if he likes guys or not. He can like whoever he wants to like. That's not the point. The point is he's a terrible human being and a terrible mayor. But acknowledges the change in its policy subject, but Envoy now says that the complete economic lockdowns, like the kind occasionally proposed in American lawmakers, unsatisfied by American lawmakers, occasionally proposed. This was 100% proposed. It was the thing everybody screamed about. This wasn't occasionally proposed. You guys said, World Health Organization came out and said, Fauci, tell them to lock it down. Like a big lever that they pulled to decimate our economy right before the election. Good job, World Health Organization. Now, I give them some leeway as far as they didn't know what the disease was going to do when at first there was no information. So erring on the side of caution is okay. But as soon as we got information, like weeks later, they should have lifted everything and went, okay, masks, social distancing, everything else can go back to normal. You know, this is just they figured out the death rate was less than 1% in the first few weeks. With proper, treatments and things like that. Just to look what happened to tourism industry in the Caribbean, for example, or in the Pacific, because people aren't taking their holidays. This is a holidays. The writer is British. Holidays means vacations. Navarro said, look what's happening in smallholder farms all over the world. Look what's happening to the poverty level. Yeah, so it just goes on and on about all the horrible ramifications of the thing they told us to do. And then apparently back in July told us we didn't need to do anymore. And I would like to say I caught him in a terrible face, and it's funny as hell. Because that is the World Health Organization. Underbite, you know. I didn't even do it on purpose, but it is hilarious. But yeah, so the World Health Organization has no idea what it was doing. Like I said, back in July they told us this wasn't okay. Oh, it did? Oh, okay. Is it back? Uh-oh, hold on. Let me double check something real quick. Alright, check 1, 2. Does that bring back my sound? Alright, let me double check the stream real quick. Sorry, folks. Alright, sound is back. Oh, I might be having internet issues. Let me check the health of the stream. Huh. Frames per second. Oh, JC, that's messed up, man. That's messed up. Oh, JC, you got me. You got me good. You know, now I'm never going to believe you again. It will be blank darkness for an hour, and I'm never going to believe anything you type in there, JC. But you did get me good, bud. All right. So all right, so we're going to move on to the arrest of Orthodox Jews rallying outside a journalist home in New York City after anti-lockdown leader arrested on assault. So, Orthodox Jew rally outside of the journalist home in New York last night after Jewish anti-lockdown leader was arrested over an attack on the reporter who claimed to have been labeled a Nazi and snitch over his reporting of the COVID-19 crisis in the community. Supporters of heresy, no heresy, no peace, blah, blah, blah. A Jewish insider reporter who was allegedly chased, assaulted, and screamed at by the crowd incited by him last week. Last Wednesday, he was at a rally when the supporters turned on him. They called him a Nazi, Hitler, and Moiser, which is Yiddish for snitch, as they chased and assaulted him. He took to Twitter afterwards. He took to Twitter afterwards, and Beck says, "You're up to 2, JC. He's quite the prankster too, so heads up." Plan to file charges against him on the outspoken Trump community leader. And so that's the issue. That's where we run into the problem. This guy is pro-Trump. Now, if we would like to reverse to some of the Antifa and Black Lives Matter riots, where taking Andy Ngo, he is a reporter. He has a job at a news organization. Now, the difference being this person was yelled at and assaulted. He was not actually physically hit. However, Andy Ngo was beaten to within an inch of his life. None of those people were arrested. So why is it that this man gets arrested when Andy Ngo's assaulters, or attempted murderers to be honest, were not arrested, nor were they fined $15,000 for violating the coronavirus restrictions, which were harsher when Andy Ngo was assaulted versus now? This is clear and present bias. Like, look at these people. It's ridiculous. No, I don't want it to play. Thank you. No, stop. Thank you. Jesus. Oh my God. Well, you can fiddle around in the background. Now, I mean, like, my feeling on the Orthodox Jews in and of themselves, they're fine people. They don't bother me one way or the other. However, somebody needs to tell them their hairstyle it needs to go away. The weird little sideburn thing, that's not okay. That looks creepy. Maybe if you got rid of the weird sideburn thingy, people would stop being creeped out by you. I'm making a joke here, of course, people. Wear your sideburns however you like. Now, as you can see, some of them are wearing masks. Most of them are. Like, you have two here who don't look like actual Yiddish folks, but all the Jewish folks, him, some of them over there, they all look like they're, for the most part, wearing masks. This guy's not, but nor is this guy. Now, I can attest, when you have a beard this long, mine's not quite this good yet, but when you have a very long beard, masks are very irritating. But this is the individual who was arrested. Now, he's not technically an Orthodox Jew, is he? That hat, though, man. That is a crazy hat. But he's not. He doesn't have the sideburns, and he doesn't have the beard. So, but yeah, so there is a clear and present bias by both Andrew Cuomo and the police in general. Like, they're not arresting and charging I agree, and it has the weird little curve when it's called beard mask, is what we've come to call it. Sorry, folks, I have a frog in my throat that won't go away. Give me 1 second. All right, that should be better. Yeah. Now, Andrew Cuomo Bill Biden wants Andrew Cuomo to be his attorney general. So, it has been reported on many occasions Cuomo is not a fan of the Jewish folks. So, the communists want to put Hitler in the power of all the things that have to do with law. So, the Nazis, apparently the left is now the Nazis, because that's where we've come to at this point. It's strange. Like, I don't like to use the word Nazi lightly, because it's usually used to target the right that aren't Nazis to begin with. There are neo-Nazis, but as far as Nazi rhetoric and Nazi general principles and all that, well, this man and the people who support him personify that. This man is Hitler. Nazis, Hitler. I'm not even joking, folks. These people, if you elect these folks, Andrew Cuomo doesn't like Jewish people. He literally says we need to stomp out these Jewish clusters. He's not joking, people. He specifically targets Jewish communities with greater restrictions. And it's not just the Orthodox either. It's all of them. Christian, like Catholic churches and Christian faiths have been opened with limited availability in New York for months. But they keep the Jewish communities locked down. Their parks, the outdoors, locked down. They've barred and chained their gates shut. How are we standing for this? How is this a thing? How are we allowing this dumbass to do that? President, I know they're shooting to re-elect here, and there's all this controversy over these two things, and there's so many other things going on, but President Trump, you do actually have the power to call a special election. It doesn't matter. It will be done within 1 week to replace this moron, this dumbass. But Biden wants him to be his attorney general? The man cannot even govern a single city. Now, mind you, it's a very large city, a very populous city, a city with many other issues. Well, it's far less populous now because everybody ran. And yet you want to make him your attorney general? This is the most alarming thing I think Biden has done yet. And that beats out Kamala Harris, who is basically another Nazi. She is a hardcore socialist. In case anybody was unaware of this, Nazi stands for, it is a socialist party. People seem to want to equate Nazis to capitalism. They were the exact opposite. They were socialists. National Socialist Party is what they are. Why can't you figure this out, America? Why is the left allowing this to happen? The left should not be in favor of any of this. The true left. And what I'm referring to are those who want, the traditional left, call them. Because it sure isn't the left that we have now, because traditional leftists are voting for Trump. Why? Because he's in the center. Most leftists find what the Democrats and everything are doing appalling. They know what they are. Those people who were like, well, yes, I'm definitely pro-choice, cancel the death penalty, pull our troops back from war, give us social programs like Planned Parenthood, and, the list goes on. You get my point. These are the people who wanted helpful programs, in their opinion, and a slightly more left-leaning, it's a little more government than what the right wants, or the Republicans. These people who were once Democrats are now centrists. And they don't want anything to do with the Democrats because they've gone insane. The things they are proposing are insane. These are people who also wanted, healthier air to breathe, things like that. But they no way, shape, or form support zero fracking, zero oil. They know if you do that via the Green New Deal, you will destroy this country. This country will shut down. People will die in the thousands a day from cold, from hunger, from heat exposure, things like that. This is who Cuomo is. This is what he wants. He has said it. This is what Biden wants. Oh my Lord, people. You need to realize, you need to see. You need to look beyond blue and red and look at the people. You got to realize what the blue is doing. Now, if we stop this one more time, that's what we have to do. We have to stop the Democrats one more time. And in doing so, two avenues will emerge. This is what will happen. Either the Democrats will fall in line, or next election, they won't be considered. There is nothing in the Constitution that states it has to be a two-party system. There is nothing in there that states that. And here's what's going to happen. If in the next 4 years, if we re-elect the Orange Man, a new party will emerge. The independents might actually take root, finally. And maybe we'll have an independent president next time. It'll be a Republican, probably Ted Cruz. Kamala Harris, more than likely, will be the third time try for Hillary Clinton. She is Hillary Clinton, folks. Just so you're aware, she just doesn't have the baggage to go along with it. Those two are one and the same. But, yeah. Whew, sorry. Got a little heated there, folks. This one, I got to go play the game and cool down for a second. So, we're going to do that. All right. So, we just had taken... I think I had just taken... What did I just do? Am I fighting the vampires? No, I'm not fighting the vampires. Anyway. Well, Spider City needs an upgrade. It can go to the Tier 5. Yay! Alright. Oh, I just taken Utbad. Yeah, that's right. Worked bad.
Supreme ruler of 8 peaks.
Yeah. You are the supreme ruler. Alright. Du Bois. And Death from Above. I believe... Orc Army of One. And we'll do Dodgy Geezer. Is that it? Or do I have... Oh. Cracked Skulls. And we have our Weird Boy up to level 10. Arcane Conduit. That is always good. It looks like we're going to start doing that one. There we go. Alright. I am not at war with anybody. But I do believe I was moving him here, if I am not mistaken.
Great and powerful.
I think I have no other choice than to, well, we're going to attack these two Hume Islands. Yes. Well, maybe if I just... Like, I say that, but I really don't want to because I don't care about them, if we're being entirely honest, because I got to move south. So,
You want schemes? I
I
got
can't
schemes.
move. We're going to let them heal. We'll
Who
start
needs
moving this
stabbing?
in this direction.
Who can I stab?
If I move
Moving
this way,
out.
it'll be a little bit better. There we go. We're going to move over here, and we're going to start taking out the vampires. What do I got? You
Nasty magic's ready.
can start moving to
I'll
here.
get there.
Because this is like level... Wait, Krez. I don't foresee that being in any real danger, if we're being completely honest. Try to
Who
hit him.
needs stabbing?
Yeah, we should be fine. Yep. Alright. We will unspend skill points. Devastating Charge and Deadly Blade. And there we go. That was a lot of moving. What are you doing over there?
Now they'll see.
Oh, you have a level up too. Let's level you up, sneaking. And Gork will fix it. You are my westerly blockade.
What a zugginette do you want?
I have more armies than I know what to do with at the moment. Let's... Oh. Well. Okay. Well, that actually makes my life a lot easier.
Night
you,
Combo
dwarves.
War Boss. This way.
Sure. Yeah, you can go that way. What you do? That made my life much easier. Ooh, look at all the upgrades. And we'll start building that there. And that there.
You need help.
Sterngrad. I can upgrade that. Good stuff. One more turn and that'll upgrade stuff. Don't really want to start two front war. May not have a choice though. May just... Nah. I'm gonna head this direction
I
with
hear ya.
him. Oh, whoop, that is... Yeah, it's building a garrison. Fleming has got a garrison. I don't foresee that being too terrible. I'm not gonna do the whole 50,000 army thing again. If I have to fall back and retake places, I have to fall back and retake places. But Alright, spin the wheel again. He can move all on his own. In fact, I might change his direction. Might send him north instead of to that town. Round and round we go. Ah! I need minus 10 growth, plus 3 obedience. We'll just do alright. Migration is fine.
The tribe's ready. Dog
We're
wants
gonna
me
send you
over
to
there.
Whoopbad instead. Ortbad.
Ready
We're
for
gonna send
bossing.
you
Moving.
down here.
Doing one.
And that should be within reinforcement range of this.
Kill him.
Take that over and we will just occupy that.
Come well, nasty.
And that should allow you to get out of.
Won.
I will move you farther. Oh, wait, no, you can go into that stance.
I suppose I might help.
So you don't take attrition. Okay.
What?
And I will move you back to work bed. They're coming for it. Alright, well, I'll be fighting dwarves then.
Who should we zap?
Oh,
All right, I'll move.
you can't get around there in one turn anyway, even in march stance.
Oh, yeah.
But you can't get to that guy, so.
Move!
Alright. Gotta level up over here. Scarred Veteran. Deadly Blade. We'll just keep going that route for him. And our resident... Oh, Immortality. That's always amazing. That means we won't lose our level 20 weird boy. We might lose him for 4 turns, but he will be back. Wound. Unassigned skill points. I'll give him a War Boar. And a Fist of Gork. Settlement upgrade. Sure, we will upgrade that. And we'll... Oh. We will start by giving you... Ooh. Yeah, we'll just do money. Alright. So the dwarves are my target once again. Let's see if we... Oh, more unassigned skill points. Holy cow. We will do assault unit for you. Alright, now I can spin the wheel again. A little bit of a... boring time frame in the game. But there is clerical work to be done when it has to be done. Spin, 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 spin.
Great and powerful, war boss.
Alright, we'll take you out of that stance.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
He is running that way. I don't think there's... Ooh, spider turf is... within reinforcement range.
Boss of them night goblins.
Nope, but I will crush you. Crush that one. Eat captives.
Running.
And back
Combo
you go.
war boss.
See, they keep making all these terrible mistakes.
Lots of plans.
For
Stab
instance-
him up.
And he can't run anywhere.
Legging it. I'm leaving.
Alright.
Nasty magic's ready. I got some.
But we got more levels up. Level 20, it means he can be immortal. Won't lose him permanently. And we got crack some heads. There we go. Our weird boy. I think that's it for the magic. So we will give him Dodgy Geezer. Oh, Gaze of Mork. I missed that extra Gaze of Mork there. Alright. Unassigned skill points. Oh, last skill point for him. Oh no, I got one more. Alright. Now, let's, you haven't moved yet. Underway, let's get rid of that attrition and put you over here.
Away.
There we go. Anything amassing on my borders over here? No, not really. All my elven territories are extremely happy to have me as their new and most benevolent orc ruler. And we will start to build that. We can build that. Might have to... Alright. Don't I have that over here? Do I have that in Spider City? I do have that in Spider City. So we will build... Well, I think I have that over there in Spider City as well, don't I? I do. I'm waiting for it to level up. Oh. Well, that's 400 gold plus 2 ranks for squids. Let's do that one. Alrighty. Most definitely beneficial. And can you move back this direction at
Goblins
all?
hungry. Right then, let's do it.
And then we're going to start heading south, peoples. I think the first casualty will be Alverhelm. Alrighty. Where did he run off to? Did I just get a... No, they just randomly appeared.
Who's the boss?
Alrighty. We will go to underway. And head this
Who
direction.
needs stabbing?
And you can go there, and we will attack that next turn.
Huh?
I might lose that, but we'll be fine.
Plotting and scheming.
And start
Going.
heading this direction with him. I want another. I think I have enough to support a whole nother full stack. I have 3 full stacks current. Ooh, they can upgrade. Ooh, goody. Better defenses. Yeah. I think I'm going to recruit an entirely new army. Workshop boys. Nah. I don't really like the shamans either. They don't like their magic abilities. Let's do an orc war boss. What does this guy get? Leadership is... If leadership is... Base weapon? Nah. Big bully, what do you get? Recruitment cost minus... Okay. Yeah. Oh, I can't get big uns, actually. Cannot recruit them. Well, let's see what the knight... Weapons master, strategist... Aggressive... You guys have... Like, okay, nope, guess not. Alright. Ugh, you're it.
Come well, nasty. Leaving.
Alright, any regiments of renown available? We'll give you that. Oops, clicked the wrong button. We'll give you those guys. Sure, I'll give you those. I'll give you that. One of those works. I'll give you that. Oh, the big uns, rock idol. Actually, I can recruit that anywhere. I think I'm going to recruit that in a different army. But we'll give you some of those. And sure, you can have those. Alright. We're going to recruit all of that. So you start off with a 12 stack. Mission successful. Alright. And then I will have you put in... These guys are just the best. 5 of those. Right, 5, 6, 7, 8, oh, yeah. That should be fine with 3 remaining for archer units. I have 1 archer unit already, do I not? Yes. Yeah, that shall do. 1, 2, 3. Alright, 2 turns. I'll have an entire stack to head over here to help out with my main guy's
Supreme
stuff.
ruler of
Now,
eight
however,
peaks.
I think these guys are gonna lose this. I am sorry, but you are not nearly as useful
Who
as
needs
what I want
killing?
to hire. Where are you at? There you go. Oh, because I don't have enough Munmuns. Oh well. I will recruit him next turn. Research available. Oh my lord, I haven't seen research in a while. Ooh, I will do that. I don't have that much scrap, so I'm not going to do that. Alright, unspent skill points. Nikin, Itchy. That's you all the way over there. Alright, end the turn. Next turn we should have a nice, good battle. He moved to Wootpad. I'd like to get you guys one battle on screen and then I will call it. So, whatever battle I fight next, I will fight it. And it'll be hilarious. More than likely, it's going to be that one down there, and it's going to be a ruffle stomp. Hey, researched. Hey, not okay, guys. I was going to attack that.
What does
Well.
Zonginet do you want?
Well, alright. Well, we are going to go... Oh, shoot. Guess we go this way.
Running! Night Coppo War.
Well, that was unexpected.
Heading out.
Workbad has an opening. You can upgrade there. You
Want
can
schemes? I got schemes.
move this way. And then we will start to annihilate the stupid vampire. I hate fighting vampires in this with this mod. That is the one thing that is
What does
truly
Zonginet
frustrating
do?
about the mod. Ugh. And Rebecca can attest that I complain about it often. Put them both in there. That's fine. Oh, but I should have enough money now to completely...
You need me.
Yep. Alright. And Regiment of Renowned. That big dude, he looks so cool. Cobblesome. What? Cumbersome. What does that mean? This unit attacks are slower than average due to its massive lumbering form. Okay. But it's also got 152 armor, 16,000 life. Its weapon strength is 620. Missile strength is 546 with a range of 400. This dude is artillery and stompy death. It is an awesome unit. Research available. Oh my goodness. will go this route first. Alright, intern. I promise I'll get into a fight eventually. Hopefully next turn. Or the turn after, at least. Let's hope. If the green bites wants to take on some of the vampires, I am more than okay with that. My fellow orkies. Alright, faction destroyed, huh? Who was destroyed?
I'm the boss.
Alright, let's see what... You're the boss. Let's see how far you can make. Yes, you can. Okay. Can you make it as well?
Alright.
Alright, we're going to start with you. Declare war.
Killing time.
Yeah, you knew it was coming.
Let him have it. No mercy. Boss of them night goblins.
Move this one on up. And go into raiding camp.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Alright, let's fight this battle.
Stabbing time.
Yeah, it was quite annoying. I know. It was... But we will handily and easily annihilate this little town. It's kind of a little too much... Oh, they're not even... It's not even a walled city.
Overkill.
Overkill is an understatement. I got 4 armies. 4 of 20 stacks.
Squish.
Yeah.
They don't stand a chance.
No. Loading, loading, loading. Loading, loading, loading. Alright.
Is this similar to your going to OT song?
Maybe.
Stickers ready.
Oh, wait. Whoops. These are all melee troops. You can go in there. You can go in there.
Stabbers ready.
And we'll group you. Alright. So, 18. We will gamble that. And nope, I lost it. Start deployment. I lost the gamble.
Kill him.
Oh. I have my reinforcements are coming from there. That's not terrible. I will stretch that out that way. Stretch the archers behind them a little bit further to the... There we go. Right in the middle.
War boss.
I will put you there, and you over there. Mr. Arachnid can be on this flank. Archers can be over here. Regular squiggies can be over here. And battle wagons, which are archers, can be over here. Alright. Start battle. Alright, let's...
What you want?
Stop. There we go. Group all of them together. No! I don't want these in there. Get out of there. Get out of there. Dagnabbit it. Alright. Actually gonna line you 4 up. Nope. All of you. Not lock it. All of you. Right there.
Green boss sends.
What are these? No, not the pump wagons. Dang it.
Hungry.
No. You go this way.
Move.
Over there.
Find. Crash.
All right. All right. They are standing by, waiting for me to get ready to clobber them most significantly. All right. Let's. Do. And oh, nope, you're melee. Archer, melee. Alright, group you. And move you up. We're gonna have you move. Oh, nope. Right here. We're gonna have you guys run all the way over there. Meanwhile, this goblin, what? Oh, you go in here too. I have you go right there. I don't really care. Actually, no. You can go right here. You are a set of archers. You can join the front line of archers right there. Oh, they should actually be close enough to do a foot. Not quite, actually. Okay. What's the range on the foot? Is 200, 150, 200. Can you reach them with this? Yes, you can.
Got it, but ya.
Alright. My units are moving in to positions. They're right to take a nice defensive positioning up there. But I will actually I'm gonna take all of it.
Let's get some.
Nope. Go back.
Moving fast.
Get back.
Ready. Moving fast.
Okay. Select
Goblins!
everything and hit the forward button to there.
Do this!
That way, I am within range to do the Foot of Gork.
Foot in. Ready.
Shoot. Foot of Gork. Stomp them.
Gork will get 'em.
Yes, Gork will in fact get them. Oh, that's a big spell. Boom! Almost annihilated an entire unit. That is awesome.
The power.
Ah! Ah! Lads!
Headbutt. Go out there and kill, good sir. Jeez.
See my guy.
This does not seem fair at all. I don't know what their goal is, but it's not a good one.
Stubbers ready! Moving fast!
Brainbuster again.
Kill him good.
Foot of Cork again.
Foot for him.
Oh, you kind of missed, didn't it?
Let's do this.
And let's take you,
I'm the
you,
meanest.
and you. Send you after him. Go, my pretties. And you, go kill that. By that, I mean everything in there. And you can do that as well.
Find! Kill!
And take you units and send you over here. And this is just a despicable display of... Wait, what? No. Oh, he jumped into the... Oh, over there.
A fight.
Oh, whatever. Where's this? And... Brainbuster, right there. That unit gone? Yeah, that unit's gone. Damn! Look at all the dead bits. Oh, look at all the skeleton archers. They're pretty cool looking. Let's see how you like the Foot of Gork.
Smells fresh.
Boom! Unit gone. Oh, there's one left. Oh, he died. Over there.
The lads are ready! Gonna kill him!
Nice. And that's dead, and that's dead. Alright, folks, we'll get back to the news here in 1 second as soon as we do some saving. That was a rather pitiful battle, but apparently we've gotten a little too powerful for the other folks. Orc power go. Then again, it is like having 4 armies. Because we're in the middle of a war, so. You just like doing it, so I do it.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
Do I pick up on your mic at all?
I'm sure you do.
Okay. I just want to make sure it doesn't sound like you're randomly talking to yourself.
If not, I'm talking to Bex. If you can't hear her, it's funny, I promise.
I'm hilarious.
Fabulously funny. Almost hit herself in the face with her own hand. While she did a finger snap.
Amazingly klutzy.
Amazingly klutzy. Why you take so long? There you go. We lost 96 dudes. Most of that was probably friendly fire. Loot and occupy.
Not Robo War Boss!
Alright. Ooh. Yes, repair. Demolish that building. Do that. And public order. Oop, I got a, sorry about the dog in the background, folks.
They're afraid of the Halloween decorations.
They are afraid of the Halloween decorations.
You resolve momentarily.
It is being currently resolved. And last skill point. Oh no, I have missed a hard to hit. How did I do that? No, I'm not gonna. Not assault garrison. Hard to hit. Jeebus. How did I miss that? Did I miss any others? Oh, I still have crackheads. Cool. Okay. Apparently I missed stuff. Alrighty. Oh, this guy over here. Whoa, wow. Where's that army I made? He should be done, yes?
Boss of them night goblins.
Underway, over to... Oh, underway doesn't let me do that, so... Boop.
Great and powerful war boss.
Great and powerful war boss.
Is that what you want to be called now?
I got me
It's
brother.
just what he says a lot, and I think it's funny. I did.
Powerful war boss.
No, he goes, great and powerful war boss. Because he's a goblin, he's not a orc. He's funny. Scouting.
Call you that.
What?
Call you that.
The great and powerful war boss?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you have an alternate honorific.
Not really.
Stud.
That's just what I am.
Snookums.
I am not Schnookums, thank you. Pookie. You disgrace me, madam.
What do you want?
You're adorable and you know it.
I am not. I am the great and powerful war boss.
Okay, you've decided. You have spoken.
I have spoken. I am Nick Nolte.
And the replenishments. There we go. Alright. Okie dokie.
You want schemes? I got schemes.
Ooh. I wonder if I can take the meat.
Dead. Stick 'em.
Oh. Well, I can just take that and be done.
Stab 'em up.
There you go.
Warlord of 8 peaks.
Holy auto-resolve, Batman!
Holy auto-resolve, Batman. And yes, repair. And build some defenses, and yes, repair that. Awesome. I have...
You're a beneficent dictator.
I am apparently a pretty fast-moving one. That's pretty good. Take the garrison from Nolan and move it up there.
Who
You've
needs
moved your whole
stabbing?
way. Weissenberg can have an up... Oh, there we go. Level 3. Anything else? I can crack him. I don't matter money. Oh, level
I
up
got
real quick.
plans.
Sorry about all the, Ooh,
Squirrel!
squirrel. Caught him up. Cough him up. Smart hiding speed. Oh, cool. Right. Finally getting to his specialty stuff. Training. And is yours finished out? It is indeed, except for immortality. Sped public order, and the last bit of scouting. That'll work. Alright. Commandment available. We will do growth and public order. Oh, I don't have needling. So at this point, needling. Alright. Oh, we will save that. Be a very large needle, more than likely made out of a tooth.
Yeah, but it'd be like really
I could
violent.
see him doing scrimshaw.
Yeah, but like let's say they're doing like cross stitch, it would be of like Eldar Pixar guts or something.
Absolutely.
It'd be like, wah, and like a bunch of red.
I agree. All right.
I would
So,
find that.
the left has gotten out of hand. Mom of Navy vet 49 shot dead in front of her son during Denver protest. Patriot muster rally. Blast unlicensed Pinkerton security guard killer. So, the short and skinny of it is on this. News 9 hired an individual from a security firm, and I believe the security firm is named in here. Contracted from, oh no, they've removed it. I think it was on here earlier, but they have removed it. From an unnamed company. All right, so News 9 is going to get their pants suit off. So, News 9 hired this quality individual who is 30 years old and still has zits. Can't imagine why, meth head. So, this picture you see here, the photographer from News 9, mind you, Getty Images. So, this is the individual who was shot, and this is him slapping the individual who shot him. Now, this transpired, and mind you, he slaps the dude to get him to stop. This man was a Navy SEAL. If you look at his demeanor, I am sure he is more than capable of beating the crap out of this man. He weighs a whopping 143 pounds. And we know that how? I forget. It was like in the news earlier, right?
It was in the booking photo stuff.
Oh, it was in the booking photo stuff. Couldn't remember how I came to that information. This dude weighs about 143. This man weighs about 210. And he reaches for his mace and gets slapped in the face. So, and he then proceeds to draw his gun. So, this image you're seeing here, he is already dead. You can't really see it that well, but this right here, that is shattered glass. This is the shell ejecting from the firearm. And he's amidst recoil. He is already starting, like if you can't tell, he's already starting to fall. And the pepper spray is going everywhere. So he draws his gun. He proceeds to try to pepper spray him. He is backing away. You can tell by his feet. He's stepped here, and he's lifted his back foot is setting down. He is trying to get away from this man. That is not self-defense. Sorry. This is him then being arrested by a local police department. So, we're going to try to do this real quick. Get back to the top. Because there's some images in there YouTube won't let me show. So, so the 30-year-old shoots this man. Now, it doesn't matter. Like, he wasn't even, like, it is stated that he's not even really a Trump supporter. What he is a police supporter. That's what this man was. Among anything else, now he may have been voting for Donald Trump. It doesn't matter. But Matthew Doloff, an apparently unlicensed security guard. Those two words can't be in the same sentence. If you are a security guard, you have to be licensed. Otherwise, you're just an unlicensed person. You are an unlicensed person hired to protect somebody. You are not a security guard. nor do you have the rights to be a bodyguard. There are specific things put in place, because if you are being if you're being hired for a security guard position, then you have to be under the impression that you are going to be put in a dangerous situation, and you have to show that you are trained for all these things. My son Lee was a patriot. Was at the Patriot rally in Denver. She wrote, Northern Arson Tea Party. So they are they're a Tea Party person. They're not even Trump supporters. Now, mind you, Tea Party is probably a little farther to the right, but it doesn't matter. Just because you are right or left does not give you the moral distinction to shoot another man because he refuses to give you his mace and slaps you in the face. Now, if he was on top of him, like if he rushed him and was basically opening his mouth and shoving the pepper spray in there and holding down the trigger, yes, by all means that man would have had the right to shoot him. But this was not self-defense. Now, he is not directly affiliated with either Antifa or Black Lives Matter. The man is a far left activist, though. And what I mean by that is his actions have proven he is left, his far left, by shooting a man who refused to do something he told him to do, just because he told him to do it. And he may not be Antifa or Black Lives Matter, though he has both been on their website, he has both written on their Twitters and been active in their Facebooks, and his Facebook has been actively promoting these things in both actions, being that they raised money to bail out Antifa and Black Lives Matter protesters, or rioters, really. They don't arrest the protesters, they arrest the rioters. There's a difference. Yeah, and absolutely the police should have put this. Said Doloff has no known affiliation. When they posted this, and this is one of the first things they posted, they did not know if he was either or. Now, it has come to light that he is active, maybe not a card-carrying member, but he is active in both groups. He has been to their rallies, he's been on their Facebooks, all this stuff. This has been found out later on. So he is a leftist. This man is not far right Trump supporter. It specifically states in here that he was that a Trump supporter was shot. A Trump supporter was not shot. He may vote for Trump, but he is not the diehard holding the Trump flag. He is a patriot, a advocate for the blue flag, the Blue Lives Matter movement. That is what Lee was a member of. He did not care one way or the other on the other end. From what we've seen, what I could find, things like that. But none of that gives you the right to shoot him regardless. But this man right here, this despicable human being, barely thereof. I like how they put him on left and right. But it is downright despicable that he thought it was okay to do this. And if you look at that face, look at those eyes. This man knows he has made a mistake. And it's too late. He allowed his bias and his feelings to interject into a position where he was supposed to be defending somebody else. Now, I can say from personal experience that if you are in a position where you need to defend something, you don't go looking for something else. But yeah. All right. Moving on to what I think is just, it's stupid. So they wanted to yell at us. So I think this is what really irritates me about this. It isn't even that Gabbett is, huh?
Ghetto.
Ghetto?
Ghetto.
Gadot? Isn't it not a B?
It's a T. G-A-D-O-T.
Oh, sorry, dyslexia got me there. I thought that was a G-A-B-O-T.
Ghetto.
Anyway, doesn't really matter. That she, they're like, oh, well, she can't play it because she's not black. But yet they complained to us, what, a year and a half ago, when a black person was cast to do the live action reenactment of Little Mermaid. And we're like, hey, that's not okay. Like, we're used to, and I understand that, and then we all kind of came to the realization that if you couldn't find a redheaded person of that age that was a good actress, there's no point. You go with the actress and the singer, and that's fine. As long as they do the part well, it doesn't really matter what skin color you are. Now, they want to get all up in arms because she's not black, but she's going to do absolutely fantastic at being Cleopatra. She is a great actress. She really is.
She's tall and has presence, too.
Yeah, she's tall. Yeah. But the thing is, now, we all know how it's going to end. She's going to kill herself, but Cleopatra was not black. She was Greek descendant. And there are even effigies of the time on how she looked. People need to stop trying to rewrite history with their SJW stuff of today, the user tweeted. People are upset because Gala isn't black, is playing cute Petra, who wasn't black either. This is from Ian Miles Cheong. And she says, I'm going to stay the Moonlight Warrior. I'm going to say this once. I am not going to say it again. Cleopatra was Greek. She was. Yes, she was an Egyptian ruler. But yes, she was Greek with Persian and Syrian ancestry. The people who are reacting negatively to this are educated and uninformed. Gadot deserves the award. Before you go off calling Gadot Cleopatra not being black a crime, she was pure Greek. Get educated. Exactly. Now, why did they think this person was black? Have any of these people ever been to Egypt? Let's just say that there are people of African descent there.
It's very multicultural.
Not really. It is very non-multicultural. No. So, if anybody else watches the non-U.S. news, would know that currently Egypt is under great scrutiny because they have a lot of slaves, specifically black ones. Yeah. It is a common theme from the Greeks and the Egyptians and the Arabs to own these things still. Well, not the Greeks now, but back then especially. If you think the plight here in America is anything, go overseas, folks. where slavery is actually a thing. Stop wasting your time and effort trying to get reparations and throwing down the statue of the man who got rid of slavery in this country, and get active in other people's countries. Because there are other countries where there are black slaves, African slaves, still Italian slaves. For some reason. I don't understand that one. I saw that one on there. There are people being taken from Sicily on like pirate ships. They're capturing people offshore from ships and turning them into slaves. There are Italian slaves. These are people whitest of the white. And like they don't even turn brown when they tan. They turn green. They're so white. Serious, that the whole olive skin thing. Anyway.
You've
So,
seen mine. I have olive tones.
I know, it's a joke.
And I am pale.
But seriously, people, the fact that she even accepted the role to begin with on a Netflix movie, which is surprising.
She might just like the role, too. That is a cool... The outfits are cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that's...
35 confirmed that she bidding war on Apple and Netflix. Oh, okay. So I doubt this will be a thing. Netflix probably isn't going to make the movie anymore. The new Apple TV stuff, that's what's going to take over, people. Apple will be our new streaming service. I mean, Netflix doesn't have the money to do the movie anymore. But Warner Brothers and Universal are backing it. So, actually, they're all... Oh, no, so Universal, Warner Brothers, Apple, and Netflix all want the movie. I'd be willing to bet, due to her background, it's gonna end up going to Warner Brothers. I'd be almost 100% on that. They do the DC. They've worked with her 4 times now. Yeah, it's gonna end up going to Warner Brothers. But yes, so if you are anti gal, then you need to go read a book and stop complaining about things that aren't real. All right. So, everybody, tonight at 7:20, what is BST? I don't know that one. I don't know BST.
British?
British Standard Time, I guess?
Yeah, UK.
Okay, so that would be like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6-hour difference, folks. So, apparently at 10 o'clock today. Or 3 o'clock today.
When you can't see it.
When you can't see it. I'm sure it'll still be nice and bright for us down here, too.
I'm looking it up.
The red planet is at its point of opposition with the Earth, passing directly between it and the Sun, and will appear effectively as a full Mars, according to NASA. So this is when you get your cool little bright, weird light that throws you off, because it's very near the North Star. So if you are still one of those folks out there who travel by North Star, be aware that the Mars is around, and it will look surprisingly similar in a similar... See, it even shows it here. Here's the Big Dipper. That's where your North Star is. That's where Mars is. So be aware and be careful.
Yeah, because this is a hoax.
Huh?
That is a hoax.
What is?
It's like supposed to be as big as the moon. That's a hoax going around right now.
Oh, no, it won't be as big as the
I
moon.
know, but that's a hoax going around.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know why. But you can see it with your naked eye. If you have any desire to see things in astrology or anything like that, it is a great... Astronomy, sorry. Wrong thing. No. If you are an astrology buff as well, because Mars is passing Earth, stupid things supposed to happen. I'm not joking. That's actually a thing.
Really?
Yeah. For men specifically.
What stupid is going to happen to you?
I don't know. You want to look it up?
We need to find your... Let's see if we can find funny things about astrology. Mars? Astrology.
All right.
Impending Mars retrograde.
Right, yeah, that's yeah. They use the weird word like retrograde and things like that.
Is Mars retrogrades and what the frack?
Yeah,
This is okay. Hold on. Let me see what bad things happen to you. Are you gonna stub your toe?
probably.
That's what furniture's
Well,
for.
where you get? I couldn't find it.
Mars just go. Well, I have the Google. You have the duck.
The Google is the duck. The duck is the Google.
Okay, hold on. Okay. It's already doing the retrograde thing.
I just looked at this one. Also known as the God of War, the planet.
Oh, it signals times of crisis for the warrior in each of us and can make you tired.
Oh.
That explains this weekend.
The planet Mars tends to represent our first chakra.
Is that your butt chakra?
That's my butt chakra. The basic energy that we poses. Wow, somebody needs to. That's
Possess.
not. Oh, possess. Oh,
Are you gonna hurt your butt?
that we possess, and also sparks the fears and tends to take over our lives and stop us from moving forward. It is also believed that we're all restrictions. I can't read this afternoon. Anyway, stupid stuff. But go out, enjoy the pretty Mars. If you got a telescope, that is very similar to what it's going to look like. Get out a telescope. You should be able to actually see the surface of Mars with a halfway decent telescope. But enjoy, everybody. Have a wonderful afternoon, and we will see you all tomorrow. Thanks, everyone, oh so much. And remember, if you can, like, share, subscribe. And if you want to, tell us what you liked. Tell us what you didn't like. If you have some special news, throw it in the comments. I'll try my best to check it. I do a lot of news every day, folks. So I know I've had a few people toss some things into my comments. Just be aware that there was more pressing stuff. Or I couldn't cooperate what you had put in there. That's a big thing too. I have to make sure that I personally vet the news that I find on there. Like today, I honestly couldn't air anything from CNN or Fox because, well, they all had incorrect information on them, and I don't want to be given any kind of hoopla over propagating bad information. And both Fox, CNN, NBC, MSNBC, and all that, just no.
I'm getting my keys, Dork.
Oh.
I gotta go.
All right, guys, thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.